2024 has taught me more about game dev and myself than any year before. 2024 hasn't been easy. This year threw challenges at me I didn't see coming. I struggled with burnout, self-doubt, and figuring out if I was even cut out to be a solo developer. And yet, I've also learned some lessons that completely changed how I approach making my game. Things that I wish I know years ago. This video is a reflection of it, the ups and downs, the breakthroughs that made 2024 such a transformative year for me. I spent hours reflecting and journaling to put together the biggest lessons to share with you today. So stick around because some of these may surprise you. Did you know that 81% of you who watch this video regularly haven't subscribed yet? So can I ask a small favor before we start? If you like this channel and want to support what I do here, the simplest and totally free way to help is to smash that subscribe button. In return, I promise to keep working hard to make this channel better every single week. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much! Have you ever felt like the more you try something, the worse it goes? At the start of this year, I was desperately looking for a job in the games industry. I sent out so many applications and I got rejected on every single one of them. At first, I felt like a complete failure. But looking back is the best thing that could happen. Because I ended up finding a part-time job and related to game dev that lets me listen to podcasts and videos in the background. And this turned into an unexpected opportunity to research and learn things that will make my game much better. Sometimes not getting what you want is actually a blessing in disguise because it leads to better opportunities. So embracing failure as part of the journey rather than something that I should fear or avoid makes me a better developer. If you could do anything in any way you want, what would it be? Around April this year, I hit a rough patch of burnout. I stopped doing anything relating to game development because I was feeling self-conscious, thinking that working on my game was a waste of time and it was going nowhere. I thought that I should be doing something more productive with my time instead. But stopping made me way more visible because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, which was working on my game. Doing something that you love isn't a luxury, it's essential. When you focus on something that excites you, everything improves. Your health, your focus, your happiness, and the joy spills into every part of your life. And for me, that's worth more than all the money in the world. How much do you think the environment affects you? At the start of the year, I was living in a flat that it was always loud and very busy. Between the constant noise and distractions, I couldn't focus. And it left me feeling drained and anxious. By November, my partner and I moved to a quieter and more peaceful home. The difference was night and day. I could finally think clearly and get into a productive flow. My work on my game picked up speed, and I realized how much my environment had been holding me back. Your environment shapes your focus, creativity, and well-being. If it's not helping you thrive, it's worth taking a step back to identify the changes that can create a space where you can truly flourish. How important do you think is to make a plan and stick with it? A few months after I started working in Silent Corruption, I started to doubt myself, thinking that I should make something smaller first because that's the advice that every developer hears when they're working on their first game. So I put my game on hold and start working on something smaller. So because I didn't stick to my original plan, the development of Silent Corruption ended up being delayed for 8 months. If you want to make progress, just make a plan, follow it, and tweak it as you go. It's not going to be perfect from the very beginning, and that's fine. It's not supposed to be. And this is the only way you're going to see the development through the end. Do you know how freaking difficult it is to make a game? For example, I spent weeks working on the character model for Jane, the main character of Silent Corruption. And when I finished her, I felt like it was really bad and it needed a lot more work. I felt really ashamed of my artistic abilities. But when I showed her to my partner, he was like, "Wow, did you do that? That's amazing!" Making a game is no small feat. Every single aspect is incredibly difficult. We are the people that bring the invisible into reality, and you're doing it every day you work on your game. So give yourself a break. Thanks for watching, guys! If you want to know more about the challenges I face as a solo game developer, you can go watch this next video where I go into more detail. I'll see you there! Bye!